Welcome to World-Famous Love Story by the Power of AI. A journey across time where we unravel the greatest romances in history, one legendary couple at a time. Today, we begin in the heart of the ancient world, Egypt and Rome.
This is not just a love story. It's the story of a queen and a general. A romance that changed the fate of nations. When love and power collided, the world was never the same. This is the tragic love story of Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Cleopatra was no ordinary woman. She was a queen, a strategist, a speaker of 9 languages. At just 18, she ruled Egypt with elegance and cunning. Rome feared her, and yet Rome couldn't resist her. She had once captivated Julius Caesar. But after his death, power shifted to a new Roman triumvirate, and with it came Mark Antony. Antony was a warrior, a man of fire, laughter, and strength. When he summoned Cleopatra to answer to Rome, she arrived not as a prisoner, but as a goddess. Their meeting was legendary. Cleopatra sailed up the Nile in a golden barge, dressed as the goddess Isis. Perfume filled the air. Music echoed over the river. Antony was stunned, not just by her beauty, but by her presence. He didn't see a woman. He saw an equal, a ruler, a fire to match his own. From that moment, they were inseparable. Together, they laughed, hunted, drank, and ruled. And when Rome whispered about their affair, they didn't care. But Rome did care, especially Octavian, Caesar's heir and Antony's rival. He painted Antony as a traitor, seduced by a foreign queen. Public opinion turned. War clouds gathered. Antony married Octavian's sister to calm tensions, but his heart remained in Egypt. Cleopatra gave him 3 children, and in a grand ceremony, Antony declared her Queen of Kings. To Rome, this was betrayal. War was now inevitable. The year was 31 BC. Octavian's forces clashed with Antony and Cleopatra's navy at Actium. The battle was chaos. Cleopatra's fleet retreated, and Antony followed. Historians argue why. Some say it was strategy. Others say he followed love. The war was lost. Rome closed in, and Antony and Cleopatra retreated to Alexandria for one last stand. As Rome entered the city, false news spread. Cleopatra was dead. Devastated, Antony fell on his sword. But she wasn't dead. Not yet. Her servants carried Antony to her. He died in her arms. Days later, Cleopatra, dressed in her royal robes, placed a cobra at her chest and let it strike. She chose to die a queen, not be paraded through Roman streets. Octavian entered the palace and found only silence. The Queen of Egypt was gone. The war was over. But their love story would echo forever. Cleopatra and Mark Antony are remembered not for their politics, but for the passion that defied the greatest empire on earth. A love that was too bold, too dangerous, too eternal. They lost a war, but gained immortality.
Their love defied nations and shaped the course of empires. Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile, brilliant, bold, and fearless. Mark Antony, Roman warrior, torn between duty and desire. Together, they built a world no one else dared to imagine. But in the shadows of power, love and ambition collided. And history was left with a legend that still stirs hearts centuries later.
If this story touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share. And join us next time for another tale where love rewrites history.